Yes, people, another day, another video. No. Same day. Same day, different video. But we go post it on a different day because we're running both of them in there. So people, I wanted to do this topic, but I'm glad that Samara is here so she can help me to throw some stuff into it. Because the topic is really a burning issue. How do we deal with personal hygiene? Tips on good personal hygiene. I'm not sure which topic we're going to use yet, but it's somewhere along that trend we're going. For far too many times, we're sitting in the bus and the taxi, and people beside us are not smelling good. For far too many times, we're home with our partners, and one of them not smell good. So many times you're talking with your parents, and them don't smell good. Sometimes you're talking with the church sister, when them in a church and them trying to whisper underneath the mic and all that's happening, and some little scent just a box or so, or you deal with all of that. For far too many times, some people don't get to shower and all of these things, and they're out in a hurry, and the stench just hits you. You don't know what their day has been, so it's hard for you to judge them. Let us talk, people. We call it now personal hygiene.
Personal hygiene.
Tips on how to take care of yourself and how to keep yourself clean and smelling good. That's what we're talking about. So Shay, stop look for me.
No, me I want to take your own advice.
Just put the camera over your head and go on to school. Put the camera over your head and go to school.
Camera over my head?
Put it.
The headphones over
I already tell the people already what my issue was with you or what my struggle was with you, and I'm not going to treat again, so go on to class.
What struggle?
Make sure you keep the earphone over your ears.
I try to put 2 earphones in my ears.
Yes, so don't listen. I told you about it the other day when I did my surgery. And they asked Shay to come take off my jacket for me. And Shay was like, put out your hand. Remember now, I'm a man, so men tend to carry a higher holder.
Mm-hmm.
So because me go on the road and I come back home, Shay, I come give me style. Because remember just the surgery. When I did surgery, I couldn't shower the way I want to shower because I did a stitch under my arm.
Right.
So I did shower, but I couldn't wear no roll-on.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you shower 2, 3, 5 hours ago, you're going to perspire and without no roll-on, of course, it's set to go high. But
Exactly.
She go on life, so she no good issue. I go she go. So yes, people, even in a case like that, I learned something.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that if I ask Shay to take off my clothes and I can't help myself.
You're welcome.
That is what I learned. So even though I'm at a disadvantage with my surgery and I was smelling, I'm glad to say Shay smell me and not somebody else. Because if I was to take a public transportation and they smell me, they wouldn't know I just did a surgery.
Right.
And the thing about personal hygiene, when you get used to smelling yourself, you don't know that you're smelling bad.
Right.
Because this is the scent you're used to. So this is where I want to educate people, to refresh your memories, to jog your memories. Okay, so personal hygiene, you know, the mouth smells, the ear smells, the nose smells, your neck can smell if you sweat, your arm can smell, all of them down them area, even behind your knee. If you're sitting for too long with your knees bent, them sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have sweaty foot, some people have sweaty palm. So the fact that we touch all them areas there, now we're going to delve into it some more. Yes. Personal hygiene. So the fact that I already tell you all the places that you need to take into consideration that might have an odor, how do we deal with it? Because like I said, sometimes we get used to smelling ourselves that we don't even realize that we're smelling. But the people around us needs to help us to stay in check.
Right.
Tell me how do you help a person who has an odor? How do you tell a person that you're smelling them? What?
Oh, lad.
Stay in school.
The meat isn't starting it, I don't know why.
That's a hard one. That's a very hard topic because some people have personal problems, like you said with your surgery. So you never know what problem somebody has. Like I've known someone whose mouth has smelled, for example, but they had an ulcer in their stomach, so it just came up through their mouth. Yeah.
And then some people have gingivitis.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of problems that people can have that can make them smell. So I feel like the best way you could go about it is you could just say something polite like, hey, Kevin, you know.
Hey, don't be like Shay. Don't be like Shay. Put on your hand,
right? Like, please, can I talk to you on the side? You know, you don't have to do it big and bold. Like, yo, Kevin, you stink. You're dirty. Like, you know, you can just, yo, Kevin, you know, smelling a little bit.
She don't follow because I have you. And last year till now, I still have you. So I've told somebody before. I've told persons on more than one occasion that I smell them. But there's a discreet way to do it. Right. So I always have gum. When I used to smoke, I used to have gum at all times.
Right.
People who smoke, you smell. Whether you want to believe it or not, you smell. Period. You know why you smell? Because cigarette don't smell good. I'm speaking from experience. I used to smoke. Cigarette don't smell good. The odor that you get from drinking a drink is way much better than from smoking. Second-hand smoke don't smell good. So when you smoke and it feel alright to you, somebody is smelling you, you stink. I'm telling you straight up, you stink. I don't care if you don't want to ban this video. It's reality. It don't smell good. You ever burn a piece of paper and when you walk in the house, the entire house is smelling of the paper?
Yeah.
It's the same with cigarette smell. Similarly, anything burned doesn't smell good after it wear like it gets stale. Start smoking a cigarette today and put it down and go back and smell it tomorrow. Go back and smell the cigarette tomorrow. Take this test. Smoke a piece of cigarette today, put it down. Go back and smell it tomorrow when you're not smoking, when you're fresh and clean, and smell the cigarette and see how it smells bad. I say this to say, people who smoke, when I used to smoke, I used to walk with gum. Even now, I still walk with gum. You hardly see me on the road without gum or sweet in my pocket.
Right.
My car ever have a pack of gum inside it, sometimes two.
Yeah.
I do this because I check myself regularly. Me don't need nobody to check me.
Exactly.
Again, if you haven't eaten anything in 5 hours, your mouth going to stink.
Yeah.
Biologically correct. There is no going around that. If you don't eat anything in 5 hours, your mouth shut for 5 hours, it's going to stink. Your mouth supposed to open so fresh air can go back and forth. For the people who don't speak much, your mouth probably stink too. Because if you don't speak, no air now going in your mouth back and forth.
Right.
A lot of people have on masks. I mean, I don't know how they not smell them breath of the mask because them get used to their own smell. When me put on my mask, I don't have to worry to me a stifle under my own breath because my nose set, my mouth does stink. You're supposed to brush your teeth 3 times a day. Not everybody can afford toothpaste and toothbrush, but you don't can afford sweetie, so buy the sweetie because I don't know, I think it's sweetie cheap. I don't know how. Or you can afford sweetie, but you can't afford toothbrush and toothpaste, alright? If you can't afford toothbrush and toothpaste, brush your teeth with water, brush your teeth with salt, brush your teeth with soap.
Salt, yeah.
Brush your teeth with soap, brush your teeth with that baking soda. It's not that bad.
Right.
If you can buy clothes to wear, you're supposed to can buy toothpaste. That's one of the things that you're going to, your house not supposed to run out of toothpaste. You better go without sugar, because sugar is not good for the body. You better go without sugar and buy toothpaste. So what I'm trying to say, check yourself regularly. I always do the, you blow in your hand and see if it come on your face. You never want the mask, you blow in your hand. And see if it come back in your face and then you know if your breath stinks. Right. Sometimes everybody have a morning breath. All Jesus could have morning breath. But I don't know if Jesus sleeps, so I'm not going to put him in this. Everybody have a morning breath. Right. Like, why you feel like if you get up in the morning and come talk up in somebody's face? The little girl named Shay Ups. Every morning, she would have come and she open my face. Not with fear breath, no. This is Shay. Morning. Morning.
Oh no.
We have to open up your face this morning. So there was this morning.
Yeah.
I just wake up because I'm always waking up late. She coming at the bed. Why you still asleep, eh? Why you still asleep? They say anything you asleep for you go get you. So me up in my say jump off of the bed and flick over there. So they say yeah, because that's what you came for.
Yeah.
She coming out because she's like every day you talk about people morning breath.
She's
You know? Every day you talk about people morning breath and I never smell yours. Because guess what? As soon as I wake up I go straight to the washroom.
Exactly. Yeah.
So by
I
the
don't
time
say nothing to anybody. I never speak.
When we wake up I have my hands so.
Bathroom.
Yeah, I will wake up and I have my hand like this. No, don't talk to me. I need to go to the bathroom, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
And I go straight to the bathroom and I brush my teeth. If I don't brush my teeth, I go use some mouthwash. My
Right,
bathroom will never be
exactly.
out of mouthwash.
Yeah.
Never. So I go use some mouthwash. Or I go to the kitchen and drink something. So the morning breath is done. By the time you drink something, you counteract the morning breath.
Right.
This girl come in bed. Oh, I never smell your breath. Eh?
Oh.
I never smell your breath. Me hope my mouth so wide, you swear it's a crocodile, eh? Yo, the scent will reach her, she's flying off of the bed. She don't come out of the room here, the whole room needs to hear out. I say, yeah man, no, anything you come for, I was so pissed. But she was younger. It's not like now when she's old. You don't want to completely just
Remember when we do CPR for you?
Leave me alone, let me enjoy my video now. The girl come up in the room. Let me smell her breath. How never smell your breath? How comes your mouth always smell good? Me hope my mouth so wide. You know when Shay gets me out while I was so like a pig? I went out on her like, anything else, my God. She said, it's hard. Lock it up. So people, test yourself, check yourself.
Right.
Don't be walking around the house and think it's okay if you have your morning breath a smell from yesterday. It go smell like crocodile belly. You don't want people to inhale that. You have kids. I have my baby. I'm not get up every morning and kiss up a baby with my morning breath. As I go to the bathroom, if I even just look at water, I go wash out my mouth. If I don't have time for wash with the mouthwash, if I'm still asleep, I'm going to go back to sleep, and I know I'm going to greet the baby, I'm going to wash my mouth with some mouthwash and go back to the bed.
Right.
Or I'm going to wash out my mouth with some water and go up to the bed, because if the baby cry, the best way to cuddle the baby is put your jaw onto the baby's jaw.
Right.
When you put your jaw onto the baby's jaw, or you put them on your chest, then they can feel your heartbeat. When you put your jaw on their jaw, they read you and you read them, so you can read each other's energy. I don't know many people practice that, but I learned that somewhere, that when you put jaw to jaw with the baby or rub your jaw against the baby, they read you. So instead of kissing at the baby, you put jaw to jaw. But if your mouth is so close to the baby nose, the baby will smell your morning breath, and the baby can't move like Shay, we can run.
Yeah.
So whatever breath you give the baby, that's what the baby have to take. You don't want to put people through that. So like I said, people smell for different reasons. If you smoke people, walk around with some mints. Freshen up your breath. I would rather smell your breath with the bubble gum trying to counteract the cigarette than smelling the cigarette alone. You smoke, you have a partner. It's not just cigarette alone, weed smell too. You smoke, you have your partner. You can't just smoke and smell that way and come kiss your partner who doesn't smoke. Your partner is going to love you enough not to run you or reject you. But you need to love yourself enough to know that you need to freshen up your breath before you come kiss the people them. Because you can't go just to go smoke your weed and come kiss somebody who doesn't smoke. That's not nice for the person. You know what I mean? Not everybody wants to have to deal with that.
And that's also another way to tell somebody in a polite way, like, hey, your breath might smell or something. You just hand somebody a gum.
You hand somebody a gum, like, hey, I remember one day me hand one girl a gum and she said,
she refused?
She said, you smell my mouth?
Oh no.
So I said to her, why do you, I really that smell her mouth, you know.
Right.
I was at school. And this girl come and she talked to me, I'm like, yo, I have some gum, hold on there. I never did even feel like me want gum from me. I just came from home and I brushed my teeth. Not everybody brush their teeth last thing before they leave the house.
Here. Then I'll continue.
Share answer register them a mark name. So at school, like some people brush them teeth as them wake up.
Right.
And then when them eat them breakfast and then them leave.
Yeah.
Me, if me know something I go up on the road, me brush my teeth the last thing before me leave. Even if I brush it when I wake up, I still go try brush my teeth before I leave the house. Me have Listerine in my car. Me have gum in my car. Me have wipes in my car. Me have lotion in my car.
Right.
These are things that you need to have in case of emergency. You just zoop and wash out your mouth. Now this girl slump beside me. Everything the teacher talk. What the teacher say? What the teacher say? So me I say, B, you know, listen. And I fear breath stink, you know. And every minute she talk to me, and I don't want to talk to this B, you know. And every minute she talk to me, I want to sight her, you know. And it's like when she talk to me, yeah. Oh, you say. And the girl, and she come over and I'm in ears,
yeah,
you know,
like they don't know the distance.
And me move so, and she come close and
they
say,
can't read that you're
say,
swaying and dancing around them.
Right, but the time I have my phone down here, so I look for my phone like me want to look like I'm looking at my phone just to distract. It's like, how we have text? I'm like, this being some talk, yo, come out of my ears, no? I wish I could have said, yo, come out of my ears, you talk, but then I'm like, I have some gum in my mouth, let's take out one gum politely. So I go, so I take out the gum. I'm start eating. I say, I want one. She said, no. I say, take one.
No, when I was growing up, I was always taught you never refuse gum. If somebody offer you gum, you just take it and say thanks.
We're supposed to take it.
Say thanks.
The girl I got tell me, you smell my breath?
That makes it so much more awkward.
I say, yo, just take one of the gum, no be. I smell me, man. You're afraid to tell me. You're afraid to tell me, you smell. So the idiot tell her, she's like, Jesus Christ, with the gum now. Yeah, but after you touch your mouth, you're going to touch my gum. I just take out my sanitizer. She's like, you know you have OCD. I say, no, I've been telling you all I have OCD and germophobia, but no, get it.
God.
Like, me paranoid towards certain things.
Yeah.
Pay attention to your school and stop watching me.
Trying.
No, she loves this topic.
I have to clean out my hand right away. She's like, oh my God, did you just sanitize after me? I say, yeah, because you're blowing your breath like, and then you go touch my hand to take the gum to wash my hand. She's like, oh my God, I'm never sitting beside you again. I say, I'm sorry. I tried to tell you the nice way. You should have spread the gum.
Exactly.
You should have just taken the gum and less stress. So people find nice ways to tell people. Don't be as awful as Kevin is. Which I never thought I was being awful, but she just ups, she got asked me if I smell her breath. I couldn't say no. Because if I said no, then I would be lying, and I don't believe in lying like that. Like I hope I don't have to even lie about anything. Because when I lie, it just leaves a burden upon me. Like I feel bad.
Yeah, I can't bother.
I feel bad when I have to lie. Like, why did you lie? Why did you just tell the truth and done? Like, love me for the truth rather than love me for being fake.
And she could have went on to a next person and start talking up to them.
Yeah, not much other people she were not talking to and then.
And nobody would have told her at all. Yeah, like she could have went through her whole day and nobody told her.
So people, let us just check ourselves so nobody has to check us. Every hour, check your own breath.
That's the thing, it's routine.
Check your own breath every hour. An hour shouldn't pass and you don't check your own breath. How hard is it to do this? Or how hard is it for you to blow in the mask and inhale it back? How hard is it for you to just push your mouth up in the ear and blow and smell it? Like, you gotta do this for you. Some people don't even clean the back of them ears.
Oh God.
Some people, like, I've had clients when I do them ear and I look on the back of them ears like black, like wow. And me I feel say, yo, you know you didn't rub the back of your ears properly. You need to rub it harder, like it's a little dark, it's discolored. You know what I mean? Some people don't do these things. People who pierce their ears. How often do you take out your earrings and clean your ears?
Piercings, right?
When you take out the earring and smell it, it's like, ooh.
It smells like 2 years ago.
Some people them not clean them very navel. No, no, some of the clean on the navel too. When you not shower and the water go down in there and lodge down in there, it smell bad, you know?
Take it out.
When you clean on the navel, man, and someone who love have some bedroom fun and have people put their tongue on a dirty navel and all these things and say it don't smell good. Don't do it, stop it. So when it comes to hygiene, people, we have to check ourselves.
Right.
If you have to tell somebody that you smell them, do it in a nice way. You're on the bus with somebody. This is somebody you will never see again. You don't have to say anything to them.
Exactly. That's not your place.
You don't have to say anything to them. You have an option. Change your seat on the bus.
Right.
Go stand up. Move out. Come off of the bus. That's the option. Or you stay there and bear it for the hour. You're not going to be on the bus with the person for 5 hours where you cannot live with it. Just what I normally do when people are around me stink, I spray me and smell me.
That's true.
I will just take out some hand sanitizer, rub my hand, because even before COVID, I'm always walking with hand sanitizer.
Exactly.
So this COVID thing just make it easier for me because I'm always washing my hand. As soon as I come home, the first thing I do is wash my hand.
Exactly.
There are persons who
wash up outside.
There are persons who use the washroom and they don't wash their hands.
Okay.
Water cheap enough? How you use the washroom and don't wash your hand? The way how me stay, even when I have to use public washroom, my break tissue to turn on the tab.
Exactly.
That's so that the tissue. On my way out, me dry out my hand, get more tissue, turn on the tab. Right. I keep the tissue in my hand.
So you can open up the door.
I open the door with the tissue, but catch the door with my foot, throw the tissue behind me, and then remove my foot. That is how paranoid I am.
That's right.
Practice them something or
no,
you
but
can't
it's germs all over. Like you said, the next person might not wash their hands.
There are
after
people
they
who don't wash their hands, and the dirtiest place in a house is the pipe top.
Oh God.
The dirtiest place in every business, every house, every bathroom is the pipe top. The pipe top and the toilet bowl flush handle is the dirtiest place in every bathroom, every house. So every time me go in my personal bathroom at home, I tell my family, we all practice it. Every time you're done using the toilet, wipe the handle from the toilet, wipe the toilet seat. Every time you're done using the pipe top, wipe the pipe top. Tissue and so what is something paper towel. They go so fast in my house. You go to the kitchen, one big roll of paper towel in there. Some people use a rag for wipe up and dry up. We just use the paper towel and dispose of it. Because if you use rag, reuse rag, that is the same germs passing back and forth.
Exactly.
How often you go wash the one rag there? So if you can afford the paper towel, you just wipe dry and throw away. You don't have to deal with that again. People, we just have to try and keep ourselves clean as much as possible. And it's not just because of COVID. It's hygiene.
Yeah.
These are the things that people have to do so that people don't make other people around them feel uncomfortable.
Exactly.
There are people now where them arms smell. Some people say them can't help it. Back home they would have to bake the potato and put the hot potato underneath your arm and it takes away the smell. Wow. There's some people who say use baking soda, put it underneath your arm and it takes away the smell, or bathe with baking soda. There's some people that say use lime. Ask your grandparents what them use. If you're one of the persons who are watching my video and you have high odor underneath your arm, find out from your grandparents what you can use to get rid of it. There's some people who use some little roll-on, like the little watery roll-on. You might not be strong enough. You might need to move up to a Gillette or move up to one of them more fancy fancy brand, more expensive brand that can help you to keep the scent down a little more. And people shower, please. You cannot put a roll on dirty skin like I do sometimes, but shower. I want to do straight up. I put a roll on every day. Because you see with me, because I'm so paranoid,
right.
I will shower. Like you see me shower this morning when you come. As soon as you walk in, the first to go shower. All of me the beard last night, I still have to shower again because I want to feel clean. I'm going to entertain you.
Exactly.
But put on the roll on. That's me beard already. You know, say if half an hour after summer ago, I feel like the roll on the smell, I go put on more.
Really?
Because I like to smell me smelling fresh. Once I can't smell the roll on me, is either I'm going to beard again or I'm going to put on more. The roll on is supposed to last you for a certain amount of time, and this is how you can know when you need a shower. If you start smelling like this, and you not smell the roll on, you need to either add more or go beard again. Stop watching me. Pay attention to your class. So, if we feel like I'm ready to be again, I go put on more roll on. Or I go wipe up my arm, period. I go in the bathroom, wet the rag, wipe up my arm, put on more roll on and come out again. And everybody like beard, you know?
Yeah, surprisingly. It's weird.
And everybody like beard. So if you don't like beard, at least wipe up yourself and smell cleaner. Some people now have access to free running water where they can shower minutes. Some people have to buy water. The struggles are there.
Yeah.
You don't have to beard to smell good. That's what I'm trying to say. If you feel like you beard this morning and you don't want beard again, you wet the rag, you wipe out your arm, put on some roll on, wipe out down the so, put whatever you need to put and go to your bed. You don't want people to smell you. And the odor comes up easily. What time is this, man? I want to smell me. I don't want nobody to smell me before I smell myself.
Exactly.
Ladies, come on. Now we get to the bedroom part now. Sometimes someone don't want some people to go down town and all them something they don't know smell good. I want to do it. If you don't care smell yourself, you don't expect other people to smell you. You don't need to find out if you smell yourself. Dip and come up, man. Dip and come up. And test it. Test the water. All the man them when they're not circumcised and make sure some tune on that part here. Yes, put in the spare earphone. Put on the toilet now. Class finished?
No.
Yes, go in their room or class. That's why you have your one room.
Remember.
Let's see if I didn't hear big people's conversation in time. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. She mature enough to walk away from big people's conversation. Some of the men, they didn't do the circumcision thing. And them now clean them stuff properly. With them, some people look on it, it have some like a white something around it. That's not supposed to be. From just the white something, it means like dirty. Same thing for the woman. If you go off to shower or you go to use the washroom and you look on the look of something here as them, from just some like a white something around there, it means dirty. If you're going to shower, you're going to wipe it out, find a way and get rid of it. It's not supposed to be there.
Right.
And these are the things that cause odor, but people don't look. I want to get even more detailed. A lot of females don't know that they can peel back the clit. A lot of them don't know that they can peel back the clit and clean around it. I have been in a situation with people when I'm ready to get to work. I have to be taking wipes to clean people. That's not my job. It's your body. I'm telling you. Wow. It's your body. There was at least 3 persons in my past who told me they never knew it could have peeled back. They never know they could clean like that.
Okay.
Exactly.
And it's theirs.
It's theirs, but they don't explore their own body. They make somebody else, of course, they make Kevin the explorer, I must say them Dora, come explore it for them. Like, you can peel back the clit area and clean it. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't do that. There's also the exercise that some people do, where you put the finger in, clean out whatever, wash it off, put it back in, clean it out. Do it to yourself, clean it for yourself. Don't wait on your menstrual cycle to clean it for you. Because when you have your menstrual cycle, everything doesn't come out. Some little piece of stuff left back. I don't advise people to douche. Because douche after a while take away the bacteria that is good for your vajayjay. The healthy bacteria that are there, the douche removes them. Use bare water, natural water. You wanna douche? Get a bottle with natural water, sit over the bottle, squish the bottle, make it flush up and fall back. Do that at least once a week. This is how you're supposed to keep your cootie smelling good. Get the bottle of water, put it up there, squish it and make it fly up and drop back down. It don't hurt, it's just frightening. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to do that, then you put the finger in wipe out all the line. Okay, you have an orgasm. How fast does it run out? It takes a week before everything come out. Remember, there's no force coming with it for everything to come out. You drink water every day. When you drink a bottle of water and you put on the bottle, 5 minutes later you go and some little drip, fall back to the bottom.
Yeah.
And when you look on the water bottle, you would have seen like some little drip, fall back and everything come together. It's the same thing with the VG. Your point?
Yeah.
You have your RG. Most of it comes out. What happened to the little drip them will leave back? How do they come out? How does that come out? You have to find a way to get it out. For the men, it might be different because they urinate after, and I think it's the same all.
Yeah.
So even if them have a little drip left back, apparently when them urinate, it might just drip out with it.
Okay.
I don't know. They would have to tell me. I don't really know that part. I'm going to get my one here. But where the women are concerned, or where the VG is concerned, the little extra RG will left up there. Those are the things that tend to smell in the future. Steel goods that, you know. And you know, when meat steel, it smells. So if you have the steel RG up in you, then you know it will smell. So after a week or so, flush it with some water. Or when you shower, do the finger exercise. Put it up, take it out, wash it off. You can't go wrong. I want to clean on the body too. Because some people want some freaky stuff to go on, and when you check it out, the body stink. You ever have something up in the ear, you go so, and you're ready to eat the food, and you just get a different scent, and it just kill your vibes? Yeah. Clean on something. I always tell people it's best to shower before sex. But there's some people who that say sometimes them like it stale, sometimes them like it touch. That's okay, to each his own. But if the poor touch, that's alright. But if the back door not shut, that's a different problem. They got them one of PG now because you're adult. If the back door not shut, that's a different problem. And what I would say to people who regularly use their back door, if you regularly use your back door, you have to clean up more than the person who doesn't. Because once the back door is open, it never closes back the same way. It never ever closes back the same way. There will be a little peephole, or there will be a little space where things can go back and forth. So you have to be careful. It's not like the VG that expands and go back. The back door doesn't go back to its full size. There will be a little, it's not visible. It's not like you can look at it and see it. It's not that obvious.
Okay.
But it's obvious. It can be obvious enough that if you're in the position to be devouring it, you're gonna see it then. But standing and looking at it from a distance is not obvious. So what I'm saying, if you just fart, something can ooze through easily without even you knowing.
Okay.
So people who do those things, you have to check yourself regularly. I hate to be around gay men and I smell them. We already know the things that you do. Come on, take care of yourself. I was talking to somebody yesterday and I was telling the person something similar. The person was in a taxi with a gay man and she was telling me that she's smelling him, and I'm like, you're going to have to find a nice way to tell him if it's somebody you know. If it's not somebody you know, then just let it go. Gay men only if you clean up on yourself, because the things that you do inside your bedroom, you know say it's going to smell even more than somebody who doesn't do the thing that you do.
Right.
So you have to keep on yourself clean and don't make people, don't be a talk of the street. If you're going to be a talk of the street, give them something positive to talk about.
Exactly.
That's what's my take on life. If people go and chat me, I give them something good to chat. Me not give them bad things to chat. So, on the topic of hygiene, I think I covered everything.
You think so?
I think I covered everything. People, if I missed anything, comment down below.
I think so.
If you agree with the things that we've been saying, comment down below. If you ever had to tell anybody about your hygiene at any point in time,
how did you do it?
How did you do it?
How?
Yeah, tell us how did you do it, because we're here to learn the same. The way I do it might not be the best way. The way maybe you have a better way to do it. Let us know. Give us your comment. Give us your feedback. So, did you have anything you want to say to anybody about hygiene?
Anything to say? I would just say try to keep a routine. If hygiene isn't something that you regularly keep up with, just try to set yourself a schedule. Say, in the morning time when I get up, I bathe, I brush my teeth. Give yourself a schedule. Give yourself a routine. That helps people sometimes.
You know the people them who bathe the less? Tell me. But you ever tell me who bathe the less? Somebody comment down below. Tell me who you think bathe the less. Who showers the less? I wouldn't say male or female. I'm looking for a certain sector of people.
Oh.
I'm just telling you. Single people bathe the less. Listen why. Hear them when they come for work. Me not sleep with nobody, so me not bathe. Me not bathe tonight because me not sleep with nobody. Are you hear them? Me glad me not sleep with nobody, so we don't have to be here tonight. Single people love saying. Single people, if you think I'm telling the truth, comment down below. If I'm lying, then say, Kevin, you're too
I've heard
lying.
that. I've heard that.
A lot of times, single people say, oh, me not be here, because me not sleep with nobody. The Jamaicans would have say, dirt factory no drop down for me, so me not have to be here. Yeah, so people, shower, brush your teeth, do what you need to do. I know people in the past couldn't afford certain things, so they never used to brush teeth and them something very often, but life is much easier now, I hope. The money you want to take out buy phone can buy toothpaste and brush your teeth. Because you want to smell good, you want to look good. For the people them teeth who done gone bad already, then you know the thing go. You can't fix it again. But I mean for the people who can save for them, just try and save it. Because a lot of people never had access to the things and the knowledge that they have access to now. You know, so just go and hold it until next time, another day.
Another time.
Come on, tell them, take it out.
Uncle Kevin, Uncle Lobster, Father Figure, Uncle Lovey. Journey with Kevin.
Yes, people, until next time, you know, this is the end of the video. Realize everyone ain't loyal, so really, we're out. I never can